What up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your host with the most, Lloyd. Today, I'm gonna give you 3 tips on wedding videography. But before I do, if you're new, give this video a like and subscribe for more tips and camera-related topics. Now, tip number 1, stability. I know some of us don't have the gear on hand that we all really wish we could have, but that doesn't necessarily really stop you from getting the shot that you're really looking for. Sometimes you just gotta sit back, think out, and innovate, because being innovative is what capturing good moments is all about. For me, if I was gonna be in a handheld situation in the middle of a wedding, which would be a train wreck, but if I was in that situation, then I will go with the 3-point touch. All right, so you wanna have 3 points of contact. You wanna use your left hand holding the camera. I'm left-handed, so if you're right-handed, you wanna do that the opposite way. Your right hand, your dominant hand, gonna be holding the camera. Your left hand gonna be under the bottom. And that's controlling your zoom and your focus if you shoot in manual. If you're shooting automatic, you're just controlling your zoom, depending on what type of lens you got also. But you wanna hold it and you wanna plant your feet so you're really not moving as much. Now, those are 2 points of contact. That's enough for you to do a sway back and forth and still have no jitters. But your 3rd point of contact would be your elbows together near your body. So now you holding, and now you got more control, as you can see, and you can feel the difference too. You can feel those jitters stop from you just holding it. You're using your elbows to support your hands, for real, the weight on your hands, so you're really not jittering it too much, or if you're just holding out like this. So you wanna put your hands, like I said, like so, one on the grip, one on the bottom, and just kind of cup it there, and then have your elbows in. Now, you can lean in first, but like I said, what I normally do is I push out, and then I start to lean, so I give myself a little bit more room to move with it. And then I bring that back to me, and then I lean back with it again. Now, this is when you in a crunch. You either forget your stabilizer at home, or you just don't got one, and you gotta make the shot happen. This is how you make it happen. Tip number 2, cinematic quality. And by that, I don't mean like the clearest quality of the actual image. I mean the thought process of putting it all together. Make it feel like it's a movie, like a drone. A drone would take your footage to a completely different level. You don't necessarily have to do much. Here's a shot that I took when I was downtown and I did a wedding. And here's some of the footage that was on the street. Of course, it looks very good. Everything looks pretty sharp. The transitions and everything looks great. But here's a shot of that added in with the drone footage. And you can see it completely takes it to another level. Now, I know a lot of y'all about to say, hey, you just said, you know, a lot of us don't have the gear but look, sometimes you can get stuff like a drone, something as small as a drone. That drone footage shot that you see right there, I got that drone off another person on the Facebook marketplace for $200, for $200. And that drone shoots 4K. So you can really find a good deal, and you can find drones nowadays like way cheaper than most cameras. And that's being honest. Like, you don't need the most fanciest drone. You just need something that's gonna shoot decent quality and that's gonna fly and stay up there, you know? Tip number 3, the importance of B-roll. I don't know how many times I've seen a lot of weddings over and over, especially from new filmmakers. And there's nothing wrong, because they're in a developmental phase where they're gonna learn. If you subscribe to a channel like mine, I can help you through some of the things that I learned through, some of the stuff that I've learned from, and this is real life experience. Like, I'm trial and erroring it right now, and I actually think that I do a good job in my area because I tend to get booked a lot for this situation. But I've seen a lot of weddings that has been missing a lot of B-roll. B-rolls really tell your story. Like I said, cinematic. Now, this is number 3, and if you take notice, every last one of these tips, they kind of all play a major role with each other. So keep that in mind. The stability, the cinematic, and the B-roll. The B-roll is pretty much just capture every moment, every single moment. Capture the bride, capture the groom, and capture the whole party. Capture everybody, the laughter, capture them getting prepared, capture them crying, capture other people helping people getting prepared. When you come back to edit and post, it's so many moments because you were running around so much, and the wedding can get hectic because things are moving constantly. Because you were running around so much, you gotta just make sure that you capture, because you're not seeing it then. You just grabbing it, you know what I mean? So it tells the story a lot better than actually hearing the raw footage in the actual story itself. And in a sense, a wedding photographers can use some of this knowledge with photography as well. I do both, and I do, just like I said, this is a camera related channel all the way around the board. So like, if you're new to the channel, you made it this far, subscribe, man. Thumbs up this video, and I appreciate that. This is your host with the most, Lloyd. Peace.
But tonight's the night, just let it go.